The third temple, God's motherboard and the breastplate of resonance. From the vast silence of the cosmos to the sacred inner chamber of the ancient Jewish temple, a divine pattern emerges. The temple was never just a building. It was a spiritual interface, a divine motherboard connecting heaven and earth. At its center stood the Ark of the Covenant, pulsing with presence, the dwelling place of the Creator, the CPU of divine instruction, glowing with embedded stones, each aligned with one of the tribes of Israel. These were not mere decorations. They were resonators, coded with divine frequency. Each tribe, stones sending pulses outward into the temple and upward toward heaven together. They formed a network. The temple bears uncanny resemblance to a motherboard. The Ark, the processor, the priests, the conductors. And now, prophecy whispers again that a third temple will rise. A new high priest will walk its courts. The stones will shine again, each stone pulsing with a signal. Could it be that what once was symbolic will now become real? Restored with divine resonance, the temple, once again, may become the motherboard of earth and the high priest, its sacred operator. The blueprint is awakening. Yeshua HaMashiach, Jesus the Messiah, is returning.
The presence of God will be with the people directly, rendering the Ark unnecessary. Jesus will be the physical fulfillment of the Ark, because the Ark of the Covenant foreshadowed Christ. The Ark contained the law. Christ is the Word made flesh, John 1:14. The Ark contained manna. Christ is the bread of life, John 6:35. Aaron's rod that budded. Christ is our high priest who rose from the dead. Therefore, in Jesus, the Ark is spiritually fulfilled. Revelation 11:19 says the Ark is apparently now in heaven. And the temple of God was opened in heaven, and there was seen in his temple the Ark of his testament. This is not the earthly Ark, but a heavenly reality. And this may show the true presence of God being unveiled. There is no prophecy that Jesus Christ will restore the Ark of the Covenant when he returns. Instead, Jesus is the fulfillment of what the Ark represented. Scripture warns of a counterfeit, a false glory. A rebuilt temple may soon rise before the true one predicted standing in the millennial reign after Messiah returns, but the counterfeit will not host the glory of the Lord. Instead, it will become the throne of deception. Let no one deceive you by any means, for that day will not come unless the falling away comes first, and the man of sin is revealed, who opposes and exalts himself above all that is called God. Then he shall confirm a covenant with many for 1 week, but in the middle of the week he shall bring an end to sacrifice and offering. Daniel 9:27. Gone are the ways of the old. A new millennium of the Messiah. The blueprint is already laid out. Yeshua HaMashiach, Jesus the Messiah, is returning, not in secret, not in shadow. He will return in power and great glory. In the latter days, the mountain of the Lord's house shall be established on the top of the mountains, and many nations shall come and say, "Come and let us go up to the mountain of the Lord." The real Ark may yet be revealed, not as a relic, but as Messiah's throne of glory. Of Jesus Christ it is said, "You are a priest forever, and his glory will cover the earth as the waters cover the sea." And I heard, "The Lord shall be king over all the earth. In that day it shall be. The Lord is one, and his name one."